Welcome to the O-Scene. I'm Jacqueline Twegg. In Orange County, there's always something to do. Look to your own neighborhood or a surrounding city. Time to check out the people, places, and events taking place on the O-Scene. In Huntington Beach, see baby ducks, squirrels, raccoons, and more. We're taking you to the newborn wing of the Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center's hospital. And switching gears, a car show in Stanton revs up a big crowd. Stay tuned for other recent happenings in Fountain Valley, Huntington Beach, Stanton, and Westminster. But first, Fountain Valley is now offering more dining options where you can get your fill from a variety of new restaurants. It's official, Fountain Valley has more choices when it comes to eating spots in the city.
When a national chain looking for a location, they have to look at demographic, they have to look at the economy scale to see if it's feasible for a location. And all five of them choose to come to Fountain Valley, which prove that we have done something right, and which prove that Fountain Valley is a vibrant town. And right here, they has been busy, and if you drive around, you see line all around the corner. So, and we are here to welcome on this opening day.
I see my kids with these all the time, but the kids love it.
Yeah, the kids love it, yeah.
So the entire property once upon a time was an Osh orchard. When the orchard went out, we put 24-hour fitness into the main part of the building, and then we had some excess land that was parking lot and the old loading dock and garden area. So what we basically did was tore down the garden area and the loading dock, created new parking in the back, and then built this new building out in the street with the tenants that you see here.
The tenants are Habit Burger Grill, Wingstop, Tasty, Blaze Pizza, and Chipotle. As planning commissioner for the city, Bill Cameron explains factors that have been accounted for.
The space, the architecture was approved. It fit in with the architecture in the area. It's one property owner. There was some concern with parking, but there's more than ample parking space to support 24-hour fitness and the in and out nature of restaurants. Make sure that there's sufficient handicap spaces, which there are. Make sure that it fits in the space, that there's nothing going to disturb the neighbors. We've got residents back here, but we're sufficient distance away. This is a very nice addition to the city of Fountain Valley.
This addition is one John Etheridge plans to bring his family to.
Super excited for the growth of the city, and my kids have a place to come now and enjoy some food and to sit outside, so it's really a tremendous upgrade for the city of Fountain Valley.
Mary Parsons welcomes this new center located within walking distance of her home.
Get something to eat, get something to drink, work out. Fountain Bowl is across the street. Go bowling, come over here, get something to eat. It's great, and it's very relevant that everything's so close. You can walk, you don't have to worry about parking. And we're just very excited that these businesses have come into our city.
The businesses are happy to be here as well.
We want to spread a blaze in every community. So we're making our way through Orange County, and Fountain Valley is our next stop. Fountain Valley is a great city, and we're excited to be here.
As far as what sets their pizza apart?
It's a revolutionary way of doing pizza. It's no longer one of those things that takes 20 minutes. This is a customizable, it's build your own. You get to pick exactly what you want on your pizza, and it's in the oven in 3 minutes. So it's quick, it's fast, and it's really good.
Tasty is the place to quench your thirst. The name tells you they have tea. They also have other drinks on their menu.
What makes us unique is the connection that we have with our traders, the quality of products that we sustain. And we serve tea, we serve organic tea, we serve great quality coffee, and unique blends of slushies and smoothies.
Council member Cheryl Brothers tells us about a new app designed to give deals and discounts.
Well, it's very exciting to have these 5 well-known superstars in the food world here all in one location, and we'll be contributing greatly to our 611, Fountain Valley 611, which is a new app that's just starting, and it'll help you find things that are going on in Fountain Valley. If you're looking for chicken wings, it'll give you places that have signed up, and then over time it will create coupons. If any of these places are running specials, you'll find them on Fountain Valley 611.
Mayor Michael Vo shares with us what's in store for the future in terms of development in the city.
There's a new development on the corner of Warner and Los Aljarines. There will be 4 restaurants. Last time I spoke to the property owner, they already have full tenant, and down the road on Brookhurst and Garfield, there will be some new development and new eatery. So we are excited to see this new restaurant, welcome them to Fountain Valley.
From dining at restaurants to feeding the spirit, the Westminster community gathers for the annual National Day of Prayer.
Lord, we praise you for our city. Praise you for bringing all of us together for this prayer meeting. May your power transform us into radiant disciples.
Westminster Rose Center Crystal Ballroom is the gathering place for the City of Westminster's Mayor's Prayer Breakfast.
Oceans rise and thunders roar. I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are King.
We give ourselves an opportunity to work together. That's the meaning of unity. So unity is really important element to keep all of us together. Because if you want to move the city forward, if you want to move America forward, we all need to work together. And I think that's one of the key that lead us to be successful.
Unifying the city and community is one of the goals here.
I'm very happy I came. It's whenever you get to gather with a group of people and give praise to the Lord, I think it's a really great thing. And so just to be here today with friends and new friends that I met today and just to give thanks for all that we have, it was great.
I believe it's very important that the City of Westminster participate in the National Day of Prayer, where this occurs all across our country. And so our city has actively participated. This is our 24th year. I believe we're doing what God wants us to do, first of all, and it's a call to prayer. And as our speaker even mentioned this morning, going way back to George Washington, our first president, who implored our Creator to watch over us, our nation, and all of our communities. And that's why here at the Westminster Prayer Breakfast we pray for the nation, we pray for our state of California, the County of Orange, City of Westminster, and other cities.
Keynote speaker Steve Garrison tells the story of his message.
I was asked to share my faith story, kind of my journey from being an uncaring agnostic to becoming a follower of Jesus Christ. And it was a kind of a torturous road, but I learned during that what the benefits were once I came to grips with the reality of who Jesus Christ is and what he did for me and you and the likes of us, and then how I would respond to him, not just intellectually, but with a life of trust. And so they asked me to share that story, which is what I tried to do this morning.
Steve says he's impressed with the diversity shown here.
I have been involved as either a speaker or just participating in many prayer breakfasts around Orange County particularly, but elsewhere as well. I love the fact that they have so many different people participating by praying and by speaking. This is unique and really powerful in that how many different people, men and women of faith, speak and pray at this event. It's fantastic.
Protect them against all evil and enable them faithfully to discharge their duties for the common good of the communities that they serve. Dad, I pray for each of these people that you would nurture their families and return them home safely to their families after each shift.
In Jesus' name, fill us now with your Holy Spirit and lead us as we pray in Jesus' name for America.
It's just great knowing that we have their confidence and that we have their prayers, and that they recognize that we all need each other. My personal faith in Jesus Christ is important to be validated among them and among others here, and so that means a lot to me and the other members that I serve with.
At the end of this event, Steve Garrison and others stayed to talk. In doing this, he met some interesting individuals, and this is one of the benefits of this morning.
But I met like 4 people that I really want to connect with, and we've exchanged cards, and we'll probably have coffee or lunch and just talk about life.
Now it's time to learn more about the habits and habitat of animals living amongst us. It's a baby shower and everyone's invited. The Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center has plenty of baby animals to showcase, along with teaching the public about all the good they do throughout the year.
The major goal is actually to introduce the public to who we are and what we do. We also open up the main hospital building so people can go in there and take a look at some of the wildlife, the babies that we actually treat here that are in our facility at this time, which are baby possums, opos is the real name, opossums, squirrels, we have some mourning doves, hummingbirds, some snowy plovers that finally hatched, the endangered species that we have here. And they'll be able to see our volunteers taking care of and caring and feeding those animals today.
Paige Hashimoto Lizardo is a small animal, dog and cat vet, and a volunteer at the center.
People love seeing animals that they normally don't see in the wild. So they see them as adults, but not as babies. So this baby shower is the greatest event because we get to get the word out about this place. We get fundraising money to help keep this open. We're open 365 days a year, and so we go by donations. And then people can learn to live with wildlife because a lot of people don't know what to do with them.
Paige loves taking care of the baby squirrels, and we caught her at feeding time. These baby ducks are only a week old, and the Canadian geese, 10 days old. The 2 baby raccoons snuggle together, about a month and a half old. The baby opossums are bright-eyed and full of energy. Outside, it's on to see the baby bunnies born 2 weeks ago. Luann Gillette has come to this open house for several years and brings her grandson.
I think it's great to see so many kids and everything here so they learn, because standing in line to see all the baby animals, there's a lot of information that you can share with children of how to restore wetlands. And today I actually learned a lot and taught my grandson and told him the importance of having the wetlands for the animals that have been lost. So reclaiming them is what a lot of the money goes to.
It was fun because there was like a bunch of baby ducks, baby raccoons, possums, squirrels, a lot of stuff. And it was just cool to see that because you don't get to see it every day.
Michael Morale brought his triplet daughters.
My favorite thing we saw was we saw the baby hummingbirds being fed.
And why was that your favorite thing?
Because they were so tiny and really cute. I learned that hummingbirds make their nests out of spider webs to make it more stretchy and have more room.
And what did you think of everything you saw today?
I thought it was cute, the baby animals were cute.
I think we learned a lot about the wetlands and how much wildlife the wetlands supports and how important the wetlands are to our environment here and the importance of maintaining them and protecting it.
Volunteer Lisa Lamb teaches kids and grown-ups why feeding bread to ducks and geese is bad for them.
They can get a bone disease called angel wing, and this is what our goose right here has. And it's a degenerative bone disease, and it makes their wings grow outward and that they lose their ability to fly.
So instead of bread, Lisa has other suggestions.
What we're recommending is there's duck pond medley you can buy at the pet store, and lettuce, any sort of lettuce. And that's nutritionally sound for them, and we recommend that over bread, which is not good for them.
Currently, they have another species they're closely monitoring.
We've had 15 pelicans come in, adolescent pelicans coming in. The public has actually been finding them in parking lots. They're so docile right now because they're underfed, they don't have enough nourishment, enough water, they're dehydrated, that the public is actually able to go out and pick them up and bring them in. And that's not normal behavior for the animals we have here. So in here right now we have 8 adolescents. These were some of them that were brought in the last 15 days. We have 2 adults in here that were brought in about a week ago. That was as a result of injuries induced on them because of fish hooks and fishing line. So we get a lot of those animals that come in here, so we have to remove the hooks and also the line. And then we also have a cormorant that's in here that was that one came in that was just sick. We don't know what it was, but hopefully it'll be released in the next week or so.
On average, the center treats 4,500 animals per year. If you're interested in volunteering, you can go online and fill out their form, or you can call the Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center at 714-374-5587. This fundraiser brought in nearly $20,000 for the center, which covers about a month of overhead costs. So now let's take a drive from Huntington Beach to the city of Stanton to check out a car show. Stanton's 17th annual car show, where visitors from near and far turn out to look at some fantastically restored, renovated, and revved up cars.
The community, the locals, nearby cities definitely know. We're looking for a variety of cars. We have 6 categories, so we take everything from custom, import, hot rod, classic, and we don't discriminate on the year. I know some car shows are picky about that, but we invite vendors, businesses, and we also have a kids fair portion that we added a few years ago to encourage some more families to come out.
Muscle cars and trucks are also part of the cars featured here.
This is one of our fundraisers, and we use the money to fund our programs for the kids and seniors in Stanton, helping the community who can't help themselves.
Well, our police and fire are very supportive. We put on a vehicle display for children to come and check out the fire truck. We have a few vintage police vehicles. We have the Humvee. So they get to meet the officers and the firemen, ask questions, take a few pictures. I know some of the little guys were really excited about the fire truck, so it's nice for them to see that.
There's entertainment to keep crowds engaged as well. Ballet Folklorico from Stanton. But the main draw, of course, the cars. So with 6 categories in various classes, what do the judges look for?
Love the tires.
Every car here, the owner does a special thing to the car, and they show a lot of interest in it. And you can see that interest in a vehicle, especially when you're judging it. You can see how an owner puts his personal self in each vehicle. That's one of the ways I particularly judge. My associate does it pretty close the same. We agree on parts of the vehicle, how it shines, how it looks, how pretty it is.
In addition, they judge on paint, engine, chrome, wheels, and undercarriage. We'll get to the awards soon, but first, let's check in with people checking out the show. Shane Spencer and his family are visiting from Australia.
I'm a mechanic by trade, and me and my boys have just bought a 1963 Ford Falcon, and we're going to restore. The boys are interested in cars now. We'll sort of check out a local car show in the area.
They're interested in Gas Monkey that they watch all the time on TV, and all the American car shows. They take a real interest into that. So for them to come here and see all the actual finished product of what they watch on TV, it's really good to see the smile on their face.
Gary and Kathy Garner are displaying Kathy's car at this event. Hers falls under the classic car category.
1932 Ford Cabriolet. It is my wife's car. We each have cars. I have a 32 Ford Coupe, so we have his and her 32 V8 hot rods. This particular car here we got for her a while back because we've enjoyed this hobby for so many years, and instead of trying to fight over who was going to drive the car, we thought it was best that we each have our own car to drive. And we have so much fun living here in Southern California. Is the perfect environment to be a car enthusiast.
And I said, you know, I want all Ford. I want a Ford engine, because a lot of times they put a Chevy in a Ford. And I said the whole throughout the car, I wanted all Ford. So he spent 2 years finding that for me, and he found this car back in Fort Myers, Florida. So we went out, flew out there to see it, and I fell in love with it. I love the color, and we bought it and had it shipped here to Southern California.
The Garners say they don't just have these cars for show.
During the summer months, that's our fun thing. Every Wednesday night we do cruise night. And all of our cars, we drive them. We don't trail them. We love driving our cars around to enjoy them.
Now, drum roll please. Time for the awards.
We have a larger one for what we call the best of class. So we'll have 6 of those. And then we have smaller ones that say runner-up, and we'll give about 9 of those to everybody else. So we have 60 trophies altogether.
Among the winners, Kathy Gardner won Best in Class, making this day even more special. But Car Club members say what they enjoy most is meeting new people and being part of a car community. Flag Day is celebrated on June 14th around the country, and in Westminster, it's a tradition in the city.
On June 14, 1777, 241 years ago, the Star and Stripe became the official flag of the United States of America. For more than 200 years, Old Glory has represented American right in our heritage of freedom and independence. Our nation has paid a price to maintain that freedom and independence. Many brave men and women make ultimate sacrifice to preserve our nation and our flag.
It's also a day to remember those who are keeping our country safe.
Our Golden Star mother and fathers who've been really supportive to our military. So thanks our men and women, thanks our veterans who've been serving the country with all the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom and independence.
The flag, a cherished symbol for many.
We can all do our part by maintaining the values flag represent. The white stripe are for purity, the red stripe for valor, and the blue represent loyalty. These are important values.
Turning to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
The Pledge of Allegiance first.
I cherish the old flag here because of what it represents, the freedom that it stands for, and the people that fought for the liberty for this country and for this land. And actually, I remember learning about America and wanting to be here way before I came here when I was 15. So I appreciate and I don't mind reciting the Pledge of Allegiance almost every day, whenever, especially today, knowing what it means and what it represents.
Then the national anthem leads the ceremony.
Spangled banner yet wave.
Colors retired.
Please remain standing as the Westminster Police Department Honor Guard and Malcolm Willis from the Nicholson Pipes and Drums retire the colors.
A flag poem read.
I don't like to brag, but I'm kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. It got powder burned the night Francis Scott Key sat writing, "Oh say, can you see?"
Patriotic music played.
Our band came out because they really wanted to do this. They wanted to show that they love our country and our flag and they respect it.
Songs being sung.
America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her.
Official proclamations presented as well. All come together to celebrate the flag and the special day.
To me, it's really a way of life. It's my country, and I'm very protective of my country because I am so blessed to have been born here in America. No one knows until they go to another country and see how the people are treated and how they live, how fortunate we are to be blessed to live in this country of the United States.
I believe the price that we pay for freedom has been the ultimate, and that is with the lives of so many. And so freedom as a refugee coming to the United States, we appreciate and we look at the word freedom very differently. And I believe on this day we are always so grateful to have our basic freedom, our basic needs, and our freedom of speech and freedom of religion. So I believe that many refugees will say the same.
I'd like to invite you to keep up this patriotic spirit alive by continuing to display our flag. God bless you, God bless Westminster, and God bless America.
That's all for now, but we hope you'll be inspired to go out and explore all of the experiences awaiting you. Until next time, I'm Jacqueline Twegg for the O Scene.